You walk into a room, you got your hair did that day, you're feeling pretty good, and someone comes up to you and says, "Hey, your hair looks really, really good." And you pause and you think, "Oh, well, it's because I just got my hair done." Your internal dialogue's talking to you, and there is a part of you that doesn't feel worthy enough to accept the compliment. So you turn to that person and you say, "I just got my hair done today. That's why it looks good." And so we deflect the compliment, and then we move forward with our day. My question to you is, how often do you deflect compliments? Let me know in the comment section of this video. This video is going to teach us a process to pause and feel into compliments. And as we continue to practice this, we're going to start leaning in to the acceptance of receiving compliments. If you haven't explored the first part of the series all about why we can't accept compliments, I'm going to link it in the description so you can take a look at that. The method that I'm going to be teaching you is known as the pause method. I'm going to be linking the worksheet to the pause method in the description. Feel free to download it. There is no charge to it, and it can be a helpful reminder of what we need to do in these situations as we become more familiar with the strategies we can use when we are accepting a compliment. P stands for pause. We just want to take a couple of seconds to take a deep breath to help regulate our system after we receive the compliment. Before we get into the A of the pause method, I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Cassandra Mullick, and I am a child of immigrant parents who has suffered with self-esteem and self-compassion issues for a while, a long time. The next video I'll be doing is about how to deal with backhanded compliments. So if that topic interests you, I would love for you to subscribe so you can be the first to know when the video is out. Now, back to the pause method. A stands for acceptance. Here, we're going to practice a concept called radical acceptance, where we are going to hear the compliment that the person has said, and we're not going to jump to deflect or defend or move away from the compliment. We are going to be in a state of acceptance. We're also, in the next few steps, going to assess and evaluate what we're feeling in our bodies. But right now, we're going to just accept and give space to the compliment. U stands for understanding the unconscious systems that are arising. What this means is when we are triggered by an event, let's say someone giving us a compliment, our brain looks for similar things that have happened in the past and brings them forward in the present moment. So, in the past, if someone has complimented you, but then in turn coupled that with criticism, we may shy away from accepting that compliment. Or if compliments are foreign and we haven't received a lot of them, that past history is going to come into play in the present moment. So in the past, when someone compliments you, you say something dismissive like, "Oh, it's nothing," or "Oh, it's all good." We want to be aware of that and understand where that deflection is coming from so that we can start altering our response in the present. Unconscious reactions may look like deflecting the compliment, avoiding acknowledgement of the compliment, or complimenting the other person instead of saying thank you and moving on. So I want you to start reflecting. How can I start rewiring this for myself? Once we have an understanding of what's happening to us in that moment, we're going to move into S, which is self-awareness. And here we're going to ask ourselves some questions. What am I feeling? What would I normally do? What would I like to do to help me move forward, to rewire this for myself? How do I want to feel leaving this situation? Questions can be very powerful, and we can answer them in a number of seconds. So really important to self-reflect and gain some self-awareness of what we're feeling in this situation. The last letter stands for evaluate and proceed. So here we're challenging ourselves. What do we want to do differently? How do we want to interact within the situation? And what we could do is just say thank you without explanation, or giving a reason as to why we don't feel worthy to have this compliment. So I want you to challenge yourself. What would it look like to start saying thank you? Even if we don't fully feel like we are worthy of the compliment, what would happen over time if we continued to use the pause method? Thank you for taking out the time to watch this video and learn about the pause method. As described, the link to the pause method worksheet will be in the description of this video. I would also love to know in the comments if you found this video to be helpful. Thank you.